You know, becoming the perfect, striving for perfection. Okay? Go ahead.
And rejoice, Salaki, knowing that tribulation worketh patience.
Yep, so going through that hardship, it creates a element of being able to suffer, because the patience derives from the word suffer. Tribulation is basically hardship. You know, from a short example, what we're doing right here, every elect, especially 144,000, getting ridiculed, you know, getting your jobs called, they playing with your information and your livelihood, that's tribulation. You know what I'm saying? Getting sick. But mainly what we're going through, or what the certain brothers are going through, as tribulation. And when they take it, they gain patience. So when the time of Jacob's trouble and Esau get on CNN and do that, then the brothers already, they already went through that, so they're going to have way more patience than the average bear, so to speak, man, for lack of better words. So tribulation, work of patience. Go ahead.
And patience, experience.
And patience, experience. You've been through that. You know what to do. So the time of Jacob's trouble, or the time that nobody's seen, we're going to have experience through exercising every little opportunity, man. Nobody has seen it, but when we go through it, we're going to be like, you know, hey, man, hey, I done been through this, I done been through that. I got to go through it, man. You know? Go ahead.
And experience hope.
And experience hope. So that experience will give you faith. Because if you sit there and wait on the Most High answer your prayers, that definitely will give you hope, man. Okay? A lot of these other camps out here don't have hope, man. They don't like to rely on hope. They like to rely on that good old American muscle. You know, things what they can physically do. That's why these scoffers are using personal information, calling jobs, and doing what they do, because they know that the Most High they ain't got no hope that the Most High is going to deal or rebuke us. Why? Because these scoffers are being wicked, man, and know that the Most High ain't with them. So they got to take it into their own hands on affecting the production of the truth, which is not going to work in itself, man. But the brothers that are patient, in this truth, you know, the Most High is going to start dealing with us and showing us, exposing, just like all that shit that Nathan was doing, and then something will pop up on him, man. That gives us hope. You know, when we sitting out here doing the work, and then we hear such and such died, you know, that gives us hope, man. Or this prophecy coming to pass, give us hope, because we're going through afflictions and tribulations, and we taking it like, man, you know, how long Yahweh Shemel shot. You know what I'm saying? Then something happened, like, oh shit, it's about to start cracking, man. You know?
And that was the opposite way the niggas coming out of the wilderness was, man. We are the ones that were coming out of the wilderness that were taking heed. You know, you had a bunch of Israelites that wasn't taking heed to the miracles the Most High was performing, man. And what happened to them? The Most High took their ass out.
It's in between, because they took heed. Because the reason why I say that is because when they was out there in the wilderness, they said, man, you know, you gave us that manna, you know, why don't you give us some meat? So they knew the Most High had the power. They were just inconsiderate, man. You know, they just, yo, I want this, I want that. That's how they are. They know, 90% of Jake know that there's a Most High. You know, but they want God to be how they want him to be. They want the Most High Yahweh Shemel Shai to be how they want him to be. No, not my God. You know, a God that accepts gays, or the God that lets you smoke. You know what I'm saying? But not the Most High of Israel. They don't want the Most High Israel. Only the elect wants the Most High Israel, unfiltered, undoctrined. You know, not dross, pure. You know? Only the elect. That's why we don't have to sauce up the truth. We don't have to make it sound good. All we got to do is read it and break it down, because the truth is above all, man. We ain't got to do the Yohanas. You know, when I used to listen, when I used to listen coming up, I used to listen to Yohana. I used to listen to Nate Yohana. You know, you listen to a bunch of camps. I used to Yohana, I'd be like, man, you know, it sound good, but you never bring out no scriptures, man. Like, you know, I'm trying to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, stop bringing these fucking finger food, man. What the main dish at, man? You know? Yeah, and basically he's good at speaking, man. But the truth, you know, the apostles, when you listen to the apostles, you get smarter, you get wiser, you get more hunkered down. You know? You produce. You know, like the scriptures say, if you know, if that tree, you gotta purge the tree basically for it to grow. You know? And good fruit, you know a man by his fruit. And Jim Mess produces good fruit, man. You know? Not all that yelling and rah, rah, rah type of spirit, man. You know? That motherfucker know how to turn with the shit. Nosy, that's what it is.
Yeah, God. And hope maketh not ashamed, because the love of the Most High is shed abroad in our hearts by the Holy Spirit, which is given unto us.
Yeah. Got that?
Second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 7. It says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils.
Yeah, shall be able to escape by his faith and by his works. Okay? Shall be preserved from the said perils. So, the time that you never seen, basically, you're not going to know how to maneuver through this. You're not going to say, you see martial law coming from this way, you see a race war that way, you see famine that way, this, you know what I'm saying? And you're going to say, oh, I got the game plan, I got a blueprint. You really going to have a major amount of faith. Walking around with fringes ain't gonna cut the mustard, man. You know? I'm pretty sure Peter had on fringes when Yahushua asked him to walk on the water. You know? But what gave him the ability to walk on that water? It was the faith, man. You know? You gotta have works. Because your Most High Abba Shem Yahushua wouldn't be dealing with you. But you gotta have faith too, man.
I can say something. Pretty sure he had on fringes when he denied the Lord as well.
Yeah.
Says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the sad perils, and shall see my salvation.
And shall see the salvation. So, in order to be preserved, you gotta have faith and you gotta have works. Faith is believing that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is coming to destroy this place. Hastening in the day. Because the Lord say, hasten in the day. You do that, man. You know? Like, another thing that brother Thomas, man. Faith is believing that we'll scatter across the four corners of the earth. That we'll have confusion of faces. You know? Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You know? At this point, to say we're Israelites, it's only evidence we got. We got a couple archaeological findings and digs and like that. But on the average note, that's something that you got to have faith to realize, man. You got to have faith to realize the Lord's going to come back in chariots. That's why the Lord told Thomas, blessed are they that have not seen and yet believe. You know? Because it requires a large amount of faith. Thomas poked his finger in Yahushua's rib. We didn't have that opportunity. But in these times, we got to have a lot of faith. Not only because we haven't seen these works, but because it's going to be the worst time ever. You know? It's going to require a lot of faith, man. It's like when you hit that first of the month, and you're like, damn, man, I don't got enough money to pay my bills, man. And you got to pray to the Lord. It's like, Lord, you say you'll clothe me. You know what I'm saying? You say you'll feed me. You say you'll take care of me. And you get up and walk off, man. You know? That's called faith. Then that money, as long as you're in good standards with the Most High, He's going to answer those prayers, man. You know? But if you out here wilding, that's why niggas they have a structural way that they believe in the Most High. They don't believe that the Most High kill everybody, because if they do believe that, then they're going to be one of the ones that's going to be killed. You know you out here eating pork. You know you out here committing adultery. You know you out here stealing and doing all kind of wickedness. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody say, if you don't keep the commandments and have faith, then the Lord gonna destroy your ass. Oh no, the Lord won't do nothing like that. Because really you just don't want to believe that the Lord gonna fuck you up, man. You know?
It says, and everyone that should be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the sad perils, and shall see my salvation, and in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning.
Yep, the Most High sanctified the elect from the beginning. And you gotta have faith. You gotta have faith that you're the elect, man. Because like Paul said, I know how to abase and I know how to abound. How can you abound in something? Abound means to overextend. You know? It means to, we gotta have faith that we're from certain tribes. There's no evidence. You know? And the evidence that come in the contrary evidence look just as convincing as the truth, man. In these times, to say on a minute level, to say that them niggas in our land are Israelites. On a basic level, you'll be like, damn, they might be the Israelites. They're in the land, the whole world, or the mainstream world say that they're Israelites. Well, shit, it must be. The Lord looked like them, which is what I mean is the Caesar Borgia painting. He looks like them. Well, damn, that gotta be, So it took faith for us to be like, yo, to even walk up to the evidence, man. It takes a lot of faith. The whole Hebrews chapter 11 tells you about that. And it takes, once you have faith, then you automatically gain work. If somebody walk up to you and say, come by 16 and such tomorrow, I'll make you a millionaire. And when you show up, that's a sign of faith. Now when they take you and say, this is what I need you to do, you know what I'm saying? That's the works. Even showing up is the works. You believe them, so you showed up. We believe that the Most High said, if we have faith and works, we shall be preserved from the said perils. We out here on the highways and byways. Knowing the terror of the Lord, we fully persuade men. If we thought this was a fairy tale book, we wouldn't be so adamant to persuade nobody, man. This is a life and death situation, whether people see it or not, man. Shit's about to get real. We're telling the whole world about something that the world has never seen. Just like Noah and the ark. Nobody ain't never seen it rain. They thought Noah was tripping, man. But guess what? Noah's out there for hundreds of years prophesying the same message is going to flood. He ain't had no new breakdown of the earth is flat and all that dumb shit. He came out there prophesying the same thing, man. Hammering it down in the way until it actually came to pass. What you think the people was doing while he was doing that? Oh, he bugging out, man. This guy tripping, man. Like that, what's that movie? I forgot the dude's name, but he played Noah. Basically, it's a comedy one, where he basically built an ark in his front lawn, on his front lawn. It was some old dumb shit, some mockery, but another point in there was
Evan Almighty.
I think it's Evan Almighty, and basically everybody thought he was crazy, man. Like we're in a time just like that. When you say, well, who gonna get Israel out this? Or you believe in a book that the white man gave you to enslave you, type of shit. Like we can't even come at Jake at this point if they don't have faith, man. It's like, god damn. If we say, man, we need to get out this place, and Jake asks us how, we're gonna say through the Most High. What modern day Jake, man, you believe in the white man book? It's a total lack of faith and a total lack of works. And the niggas that's in the know, like Nate and other niggas, they swear they had works, but they ain't got no faith, man. They don't respect Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is his last coming that just happened was to build up our faith, man. Him dying, rising after 3 days, you know, his body being there. They're still trying to figure this out, man. They're still trying to figure out if the Lord was crucified or not, doing the veil of so-called Jesus, which is the veil of Yahweh Shai, seeing if it matches his face and doing archaeological digs. Hell, niggas don't even know, in the black conscience, they don't think Yahweh Shai existed, man. You know?
This is verse 9. It says, "Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments."
Yep, so that cast us away despitefully, that's not only the scoffers